Hey guys, if there's one thing I cannot stand about the Sahara Wrangler, it would be this silver grayish trim. And today I'm going to try to fix that. I'm going to start with the grill because I think that's the easiest to get to. We're going to basically be opening up the hood here. Maybe. There we go. Opening up the hood. It's a little breezy today. I was thinking about not doing this, but I'm gonna do it. So you got 6 of these little push pin type dealios, and apparently it's just those 6, and then the bottom just kind of pops out with clips. So if you have a remover tool such as this, you can use a flathead screwdriver. I even have there it is. I have one of these little doohickeys. We're gonna give this a go. I might just actually start with a screwdriver because that might just be simpler, you know. I don't want a huge one. There we go. We'll use that. All right. So if you've never seen how to remove one of these little things, like you just kind of pop up on it, and then once that's partially up, the whole thing will come out. Don't lose these, don't break them. I mean, you can get more, but why deal with that? So I'm going to take these ones out across the whole top here. We'll go on the next step. Alright, all our push pins are removed, and this thing should start pulling away, and then down below there should be 6 little pop things. I want to be careful because I think that, but I don't know for sure. But supposedly you just kind of can pull this away now. Alright, I do see them, so they're down there. There are the little, you might just have to give it a little bit of leverage. So I'm going to put my phone down and kind of pull from all sides here, and it should just pop right out. Alright, they all did come out. I got a little worried there. I had to give it a little bit more leverage than I thought, and they came out okay. Nothing's broken. Excellent. Just be careful because, yes, you can break these and bend the plastic when you go to put them back in. So this whole thing comes out. Just like that. Easy peasy. Alright. First time I'm really getting a look in there. So next, I'm going to lay some protective stuff down because I'm going to be working on the grill here from the front because we got to get to the back. There's a couple things we have to get out of here, and then this gray piece is just a trim, but it's in like 2 different pieces or 3 different pieces, I think. Like the headlight is part of these 2, and then there's a middle piece, and then the other headlight. I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna work on getting that sorted here. All right, so we're in the middle of getting these T20 Torx out. There's 8 of them total. 2 there, and then 2 on the top. And then there's these white push clips. You kind of just like push the top of the small side as you're pushing it to the other side, and they'll pop right out. So I'm going to get those out, and then this grill insert should come out, and then we'll get to the trim piece on the inside. Okay, so I was just staring at this for a minute because I had to figure it out. There's one more little thing kind of holding this together, and it's these pieces here. So what I do is you get behind it, it kind of like pulls up slightly, and that allows the insert piece to go back enough to release the tab inside there. Don't wrench on them too hard because I don't think they're really meant to do that. Well, I think they are. I don't know. Neat design. It makes sure the grill doesn't go anywhere, obviously. But there's a bunch of them on here, and they're kind of all around around it. So it looks like the center piece has to come out first because it's overlaying on top of both the side pieces. So I'm going to get this out and then we can get to the trim. Okay, the internal trim piece, we're finally there. And again, it is in a couple sections here. So this part will come right off. Look at that. I'm going to have to make sure I clean that before I go painting it properly. The pieces here, the headlight assembly is part of it. And there are these little like black tabs here. I kind of just pulled the other one off, so I'm just going to do that here as well. And then there's one on the top. Sorry if you can't see with it. There's one on top there. That comes off as well. I think we're definitely gonna find out. That one's a little bit harder to get to with my little tool here. I have to use a screwdriver to kind of get that. But once that is removed, I'm thinking this whole insert should come out. It looks like there might be, yeah, that locks in as well on the headlights, so we have to make sure we get those little pieces to go through without breaking them with a small flathead, and then that insert should come out. Well, I could leave it just like that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the trim again. I'm just going to go clean these up, scrub them nice and clean, give them a light sandpaper with like 800 grit just to give it a little biting surface, and then I have a satin black or like a semi-gloss that I'm going to spray these and then eventually get to those. But let's get these cleaned up. Alrighty, I have cleaned everything with some dish soap to try to get all the oil or the wax and everything off of these. I have wet sanded them with 800 grit, just all the surface areas that are going to actually have paint on them. I don't really care if like these insert pieces in the middle are gonna, if it comes off or not, because you're not gonna see it. I have some cotton pads and I have some isopropyl alcohol. I'm gonna wipe everything down, and then I'm using this Rust-Oleum, got it at my local Advanced Auto. Nice little nozzle choices there. We'll see if that does anything. It's not the best weather for painting today. It's about 57 degrees is nice enough, but humidity is like 70%. It's supposed to rain in a little bit. I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible. So ideally I would let these cure overnight, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be trying to put them back on in like an hour, so we'll see. Let me wipe these down with the isopropyl, and then I will get to painting. Alright guys, I got these little boxes set up here for each part. I'm going to bring them into the garage to get out of the wind, and the box is going to kind of protect the rest of the breeze and anything to fall in. I gave them another wipe with a lint-free towel just to make sure they were 100% dry after the isopropyl alcohol. I just shook my can for, however amount of time, and I gave it a test spray. Looks like it's working, so we're going to get a first coat on here. I'm going to go pretty light, and then build up from there. So just I know it's probably not a good technique, but what are you going to do? Alright, first coat. Let me get my phone out of here before it gets paint all over it. And I'm going to get a coat on each of these, and then I'm going to start going a little heavier for the next few coats because I want to make sure everything gets full coverage and there's no silver left because I hate it. Okay, I just want to give you a look about this 2 coats so far. There's definitely some pieces and parts I don't like the look of, and that could have just been my prep work or how heavy I'm spraying. I don't know. We definitely got runs there. Hate that, but what are you gonna do? This piece is kind of looking the same. We got runs. We got some spots that just aren't adhering correctly somewhere. That could have been my prep work. It could have been a number of things. Maybe I didn't get enough wax off of it. Maybe the paint I'm using is crap. I mean, you're using a rail can. When are you really going to get the best job out of it? I'm going to let these tack up a little bit more, and then I'm going to put another coat on. Hopefully I can cover everything by the time I'm done with this can. It's already getting kind of light. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I kind of had a feeling that I should have like hung this on something, that way I could have sprayed easier than moving around in a box, but this is just what I have to work with here. Worst case scenario, I'm sanding it all and doing it all over again, and or just getting a new bumper or grill. But this is what I'm doing for now. Alright, I went and moved everything to the inside of the house here because it did start raining, and I wanted everything to kind of dry up in the warmth here. But Alexa, turn on the light. As you can see here, we have a few little defects with the cardboard that touched it. Some drip marks, but hopefully that's covered. I don't think it's terrible. It is pretty dry to the touch. A little tacky still, but this one was resprayed, so this one might take an extra minute here. These pieces, though, have been drying for a bit, and I haven't even looked at them, so this is the first. We got some drip there. A little bit there. Not terrible, but definitely could have done a lot better. Probably should have waited for some warmer weather. I'm very impatient. Let's look at this piece. A little bit more drip. Again, that hopefully is covered. But the actual edge pieces here, except for that one, aren't terrible. And a little bit there. And a little more there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start putting this in the reverse order and reassembling our grill here. Might wait like another hour because it seems like these could use a little bit more drying. Alright, that's all done. Looks a lot better. But now we gotta go put it on the vehicle in the pouring rain. Yes. Sniff, sniff. And just like that, it's in. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do those pieces at a different time because, yeah, there's water everywhere. So, that turned out pretty well. I'm not too concerned about the drip marks. There, you really have to get up close to see them, and it's repairable at a different time. I have headlights coming in for this thing, so if I'm gonna have the front grill off again anyway, I can change things if I really am annoyed with it. But that is how to paint your grill inserts, or at least how to get them out of the vehicle so you can do a better job at painting than I can. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and more Jeep content coming on the way.